Hello, my beautiful creative souls, and welcome back to the channel for another video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at my Stationery Empties from 2024. Unfortunately, in 2023, if I remember correctly, I was in the middle of moving and threw my empties away. And regretted it because I love looking at them at the end of the year and sharing them with you and watching these style videos. So I saved them. I moved them from Maine to Texas across the country just so that I could share them with you. So I hope that you appreciate this video. So let's get into it. I know it's a little bit past like the beginning of the year or past 2024 or whatever, but I just finished my first pen that I needed to put into the empties thing. And I was like, oh, I should probably film this. So let's take all of these things out together. And anything in here that I mention as a favorite supply that I use like again and again, I will link below for you in case you are interested in finding that for yourself. So I almost exclusively use tape runners for my creative journaling along with glue sticks. I really love the Dylusions diary glue sticks. These are the mini ones. I don't know if they make these anymore. I had bought like a giant bulk pack and I'm still working my way through them like years later. But I went through only 2 of those, surprisingly, in 2024. I use tape runners more often. So I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tape runner refills, which is surprising. I didn't do a ton of creative journaling this year, so that's kind of reflected in my supply usage. And I don't really like the fact that these are so bulky and I have to throw like the whole thing away. But I've tried like the peel back tape before, and I feel like that's not that much more waste free because you end up with all the peelings anyway. So that's that. Talking about pens, a pen that I discovered that I'm completely obsessed with is the Z-Grip Zebra pens in these pastel colors. I originally discovered these at the Dollar Tree, and after going through several of them, I purchased a bulk pack. I'm hoping I can find refills for these because there's literally absolutely nothing wrong with the body of the pen. I am just now realizing that that one stopped writing before it was like technically empty. So now I have to check the other ones because that happened to me with this one the other day. It's like just stopped writing and it still has all that ink in it. So I wonder if that's the case for all of these. Okay, that one went down pretty much to the end. This one, same. Okay, that one's definitely empty. I wonder if it's just from that bulk pack I had. That one's definitely empty, like 100%. And that one's empty 100%. Okay, I'm going to have to investigate this a little bit more. I do know that trick where you like heat up the tips, so we'll see. But anyway, I went through 5 of those. I also went through a Papermate Ink Joy gel pen in 0.7. I like these as well. Uniball Signo 207, hands down favorite gel pen. of all time, has been for years and years and years. Probably won't stop. I went through 2 of those. And then I also went through just like a random ballpoint pen. And these pens we'll talk about because I wrote here myself a little note. I'm done with BS pens that don't write smooth. And one thing that I discovered this year, because I've been on a no-buy pen kind of situation for several years now, with the exception of these Z grips, I haven't bought any pens in like a while. And I'm finally down to just a handful of pens. Like, I don't have any more backups other than the pack of these that I bought. Like, this is it. And some of these are even like empty, like this one's empty, but I just love the pen, so I keep it in there. But anyway, I discovered that with a lot of these gel pens that I had had for a while, that I had originally like bought refills for, that they don't write smooth. They'll write for like a few seconds and then they skip a bunch, and that really sucks. And I discovered that with the Bic Gelosity, the Pilot B2 pen. I used to use these in college. I bought just the refills for them. And I had a couple pens and I would go through them like all the time because #notes. But they're all dried out now, sadly. So I had to retire those. This Arteza pen also skips, so that sucked. And then this gold gel pen actually emptied. If you can see there, it's kind of, there we go. You can see where the ink is not there anymore. And I do really like this Uniball gold gel pen. So those are the pens. So I went through 6 ballpoint pens, 3 gel pens, an additional gold gel pen, and then these are just saying goodbye. So that's about a pen a month, which is a lot. And it's probably more than that because I write with multiple pens at a time, and I have, you know, the other ones floating around. So one of my goals for 2025 is to use my fountain pens almost exclusively, like as much as I can. Now, I don't have waterproof black ink, so there are instances like when I'm signing checks or I'm perhaps taking notes for something, or for something like business related, not for pleasure. But there are instances where I would continue to use the Zebra Z grip pens that I have. I especially like ones with thick grips because I get arthritis in this thumb for some reason, and this helps. The big grips help. You'll notice that about a lot of the pens that I use. But anyway, one of my goals for 2025 is to use my fountain pens pretty much as exclusively as I can. And in the back of my planner here, I created myself a little refill log. So I wrote down my intention, and when I refill my pens, I'm going to write it here and see how many times I refilled the fountain pen. And I think that will be interesting to see. So we'll see how accountable I am for that next year. And then I always strive to save like sticker backs, and then I just never do. So there's a few vinyl sticker backs here, and that doesn't mean much. This does mean that I did go through 2 stacks of Post-it notes. These ones I just get at the Dollar Tree. And 2 sets of Avery tabs. These are usually the glittery tabs. I'm looking for one at the moment. I don't see them, but I'll leave them linked below. I love is it Avery? I think so. Yeah, they're like hollow glitter tabs. They're super fun. And I went through a Robert Oster Fire and Ice refill, I guess. Or does that mean I refilled my pen? Because I'm pretty sure I have an entire bottle of this. So I must have started a refill log and then forgot. So we'll see how that goes. So that, my loves, is my empties for the year. And I hope that you find this as enjoyable as I find looking at stationery empties of other people. I know that mine is kind of boring because it's just like gel pens and adhesive and a couple of sticky note things. But I do find that these videos are really helpful for me because when I was first starting out in my art and journaling journey, I would buy, like, say I had this like hot pink Posca pen. As soon as I started using it a little bit and knew that I loved it, I'd feel like I need to buy like 3 or 4 so that I didn't run out. Or I would do that with like jars of paint or ink pad refills or like anything like that. And what I found is I don't go through things nearly as fast as I think I do. And even things that I use literally all the time, like my black paint pens, I only go through like 1 a year, and I use it literally all the time, if I go through one at all. So it's been really interesting for me to sit down and review every single year my empties and notice that there aren't a lot of things that I actually need to have backups for. And it also brings to my attention areas where I can, like with the fountain pens, work to be a little more sustainable and cut down on, you know, some waste, some things that are going into the landfill. So that is it, my loves. I hope that you enjoyed. If you make an empties video for your stationery, I would love to see it. Let me know in the comments below. I have a few people that I watch every year who usually do it, and they didn't do it this year, which made me so sad. So yeah, anyway, I don't have much else to say. I'm just going to keep rambling. So I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, my loves.